Well, hey now, it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM here with my tag team partner in podcasting, Ramblin' Jerry Valeri. Good morning, Jer.
Good morning. Now, we moved the schedule up a little bit to accommodate vacation, so I didn't watch SmackDown. Hope that's okay with you.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. I took a few notes. There's a few things I actually want you to watch for. Well, for starters, to continue on our rant about or at least my rant about the insane number of rematches we've been having lately. You're never going to believe it. There's this match that takes place on SmackDown. Sorry to spoil it for you because I know you haven't watched it yet. It's Alexa Bliss taking on Becky Lynch, which is like, I just feel really refreshed because I feel like we haven't seen a match like that. If we've ever seen it, it's been like a really long time.
Yeah, it's been at least 4 days.
Yeah, so I feel like we're due for another one of those.
Oh my God. And
then there's something else I wanted you to watch for. There's another women's segment. Well, let me pull my notes up here. That features, I'll tell you who it is or whatever. It's not like a big spoiler. It's got Natalya taking on Carmella with Nikki Bella on commentary.
Are you going to tell me I have to watch that? Because I would probably skip that.
Well, you can skip it if you want to, because we're not going to really cover it again after this. But the trash talking that not only from Nikki on commentary, but from the girls in the ring at each other is just laughably pitiful. It's just pitifully bad.
But that's what heels are supposed to do anymore, because if heels are too good with the trash talk, then moms get upset.
No, it would be like, okay, so Nikki would punch Carmella. I'm sorry, not Nikki. Natalya would punch Carmella. And then Nikki would say, I'm screwing this up. Let's say Natalya punches Carmella. Carmella would be like, you're lying. And then Carmella would kick Natalya, and Carmella would be like, you're lying. But that's all they would say the whole match, because they're trying to figure out who's lying to Nikki about who hit her at Survivor Series, you know?
Right. And who even cares about who hit Nikki at Survivor Series?
Yeah, I know. It was just so bad. And then Nikki, who's actually on commentary, who's mic'd, isn't doing a much better job.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was I thought it was pretty laughable. So there was that. And, without giving away too much more, that's just all I'll say about SmackDown. So if you do watch, look for those things.
I'm looking for that, and I'm looking for James Ellsworth to win a championship from AJ Styles. Like, that's what one of these weeks is going to happen. He gets the rematch this week, they said anyway. So I don't know.
I was surprised. I didn't realize that last night's SmackDown was taped, but if I'm not mistaken, it was just taped recently ahead of time because they had to accommodate for, I think, Tribute to the Troops or something.
Because everybody's headed over there for OSO. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they taped both shows last night, so I don't think last night's show was technically live. So, but whatever. I think most people care more about our predictions for Roadblock End of the Line.
I'm so excited for these predictions because we get to watch them unfold together Sunday night. Together.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the last time you and I watched a pay-per-view together live, the last one I can recall definitely was WrestleMania 21.
Yeah, I think that's got to be it. No, we watched NXT together, but that was not live.
No, it wasn't live, and that doesn't count as a pay-per-view.
No, especially with that tool bag that was calling the matches.
Oh, what was his name? Brennan? Rich
Brennan?
Yeah, something like that. And now he's gone. Look who got the last laugh.
I win, and he banned me on Twitter that weekend. That was great.
He deserved it. But you know what? He's just the prelude to the kiss because the commentary is so bad anymore. Now he's probably good. I'm
going after Otunga this weekend when you're in town.
Oh, sweet. I would love that. Otunga's not going to bite, though, I don't think.
We'll see.
Anyway, so there's that. What about that summer of 2005, though? SummerSlam, no. I don't know if we watched anything together that summer. I don't think we did, at least pay-per-view wise.
I'm sure we did. We might have.
Anyway, let's talk about End of the Line. We've got 6 matches announced.
I'm winning the lock. It's coming.
You going into the new year with the lock?
I'm going into the new year with the lock.
You got a rare B show loss last time to me.
I know. I gotta rebound.
Now, see, you've got to give your predictions first, I feel like, because you haven't written yours down.
Okay, I will give mine first. I have no problem giving mine first on all matches.
Okay, mine are written down, even though you can't see them. I won't change anything.
Okay.
Let's start at the bottom. Apparently on the pre-show, we're gonna have Big Cass taking on Rusev. Kind of glad this was announced. I'm interested to see what they do here. I don't think this is an easy one to predict, although I did make a prediction. Who do you think will win, Jer?
Well, they made sure to tell us on Raw that you're going to have Enzo in the corner, and I think there's going to be some shenanigans that go down, and I think that Big Cass and Enzo get some redemption, and I think that Rusev loses. So I'm taking Cass.
Interesting. I feel that I did not realize that Enzo was going to be in the corner, although I assumed he would make his presence known somehow. But I'm going to go with Rusev winning to prolong the feud. And I know that is a very bold statement because apparently I keep hearing they've got big future plans for Cass, although I feel like right now Rusev is already a player. And while I don't have a lot of confidence in my answer, I think that he will win against Cass on Sunday.
Okay.
So, all right, we're off to a disagreement. It's a good way to start things.
Good way to start, right on the kickoff.
After that, I mean, I don't really have much of a particular order here. There's that weird, I feel like we still have a little more information yet to be told to us about this match, but there's going to be a 10-minute exhibition between Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman.
I read on the WWE website, it said clearly that Sami Zayn has to last 10 minutes.
Has to last.
Has to last 10 minutes.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to say. If it's coming down to like someone has to be pinned to win it, then I would say Braun Strowman. But if it's just he has to survive 10 minutes, I'm going to say Sami Zayn wins this. In that regard. Make no mistake, Braun Strowman would pin him every day of the year. But I'm saying Sami Zayn wins this by the stipulation that I assume is he's got to make it 10 minutes.
Okay, see, here's what I wrote down. I wrote down Braun Strowman if there is a winner. And so I did not realize that stipulation, but I think it's going to go the distance. I think,
I agree. So I don't know if that means he wins or not, but I think we can just both agree that Sami Zayn is making 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll just say we have the same exact thought on this because that's the way I feel too.
Okay. All right. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Okay. So if there's a pinfall, I think it's going to be Strowman, but we both think that Sami Zayn's going to last 10 minutes.
I think they found a way, and it's a very, very creative way to make Sami Zayn look stronger than he has, and to give him a win sort of over Braun Strowman without Braun Strowman ever losing.
Yeah, I think they can protect both guys if they just go a time limit draw.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we're in agreement there. The next match, WWE Cruiserweight Championship triple threat match. Rich Swann taking on TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick.
This isn't an easy one because it could go to all three guys, but I think TJ Perkins gets his belt back.
Oh, really? Then we disagree because I don't think they're going to make another title change this quickly.
Yeah, I think they will. I think it's going back to TJ Perkins.
It's possible. I mean, it makes sense that you would hot shot the title to someone with the launch of 205 Live, but I just think it's too soon still. And there's not a whole lot of direction with any of those guys. I mean, we know that, Brian Kendrick doesn't like any of them or get along with either one of them, but I don't feel like there's enough to justify another title change this week.
Okay.
So, all right. So that means we're off to another disagreement because you've got TJ Perkins and I've got Rich Swann.
Yeah, look at us disagreeing already.
That's right. And it's possible neither one of us can win that because Brian Kendrick could walk out with the title.
Right. And then that's a draw.
All right, a straight-up match. In my understanding, no stipulation, nothing really on the line, although that doesn't make it any less interesting to me. Chris Jericho taking on Seth Rollins.
This has the potential to be a match of the night, by the way.
Absolutely, it does.
I say Seth Rollins.
I also say Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I think that this just, because of his storyline, like, he's got to get to Triple H somehow. They're gonna let him get through Jericho.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have a real ending in mind, I feel like we need to start getting to Triple H, but I feel like that's more of a Royal Rumble thing. I just don't think they want Seth looking weak right now heading into this.
I mean, if anybody doesn't think that Seth Rollins and Triple H is going to be a WrestleMania match, I mean, that's the WrestleMania match. So
yeah, I would think you're right.
So they'll start heating that up sooner or later, but he's got to get through a couple things.
All right, next match that I've got here. What do we have? Just two more, I think.
Yeah.
The Iron Man match, 30 minutes. Sasha Banks taking on Charlotte. I think this may actually be the match of the night.
Yeah, it really could be. I mean, that's awesome. Talk about hot shot in the title, like
whatever you said. Yeah.
I feel like they could hot shot the title back and forth again. I'm leaning towards Charlotte, but for the reason that you picked Rich Swann and the Cruiserweight is why I'm going with Sasha Banks for the women's title. I think that she's going to retain.
It would be a real mistake to have another title change this year for the women.
Yeah.
The Raw women. I really do feel, I know it might be an outdated mindset. The more you pass around a title, the less it means, the more watered down it becomes. And there's an amount where it's good. And right now, having the women's championship on Raw right now isn't much more than having the lock of destiny between you and me, because it changes every month.
Right.
So it's just like, it just means it's almost like the who won the last match trophy with these two. And that's got to stop. They need one of these two to have a real lengthy, substantial run. And I believe this was supposed to be Sasha from the word go at SummerSlam when she won that title in that awesome match that almost cost her life, but didn't. And then she won back sooner. So I feel like they're still kind of scrambling to clean up from that.
Yeah, they overreacted, and this is the mess that they're in.
And we've got the main event, the Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns, the challenger for Kevin Owens' Universal Championship. This one is the hardest for me to predict. I'll say that. And I look to you, Mr. Valeri.
When I woke up this morning, it was Roman Reigns. It really was. But the more I thought about it, Seth Rollins is the reason I'm taking Kevin Owens. Because Seth Rollins, for this whole story, he wants the title. He's going after the Universal Championship. He wants
Seth or Roman?
Rollins. Seth Rollins wants this title. He said that's how he's going to hurt Triple H. Is he's going to get the belt, and then he's going to rub it into Triple H. Like that's his game plan. He and Roman are buds now. They're not going to run a feud with those two. We've seen that a bunch. I see Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens being the next feud and being one that runs through the Royal Rumble-ish. So I think Owens will lose the belt, but he's going to lose it to Seth Rollins. He's not going to lose it to Roman Reigns. I take Kevin Owens.
Boy, it's interesting because in this particular instance, we had the same thing happen, but I'm the opposite. I woke up this morning and spent pretty much the entire build-up to this show expecting Owens to retain on Sunday. But the more I thought about it today and digested this, I'm deciding to go with Roman Reigns. And it scares me because you have a whole lot of reason and validation for your pick. And mine's just like, I really think they want Roman to have that both singles championships on his shoulder to help make him legit kind of thing. After the tumultuous year or two that he's had, the fans are wishy-washy on him at best still.
Right.
And I feel like they think maybe that if he's the U.S. champ and the world champ, I mean, if nothing else, they have that image of him holding both belts. And I don't know what the program is from here. I don't know who the next one in line is. I don't have the whole storyline written out yet. And it's rare for me to predict a title change, and it is. And I like to think that they value those title changes, but I think that Roman heads into 17 with the championship, at least the Universal.
Heads into the Royal Rumble just like he did last year. I hope I not only hope that I'm right because I want to win the lock of destiny, but I'm going to be legitimately bummed out if Roman Reigns wins that title. Because
I want to be wrong.
I hope you're wrong for so many reasons.
Well, I mean, but that doesn't mean I don't, like I said, I don't know. I don't have like the whole Royal Rumble WrestleMania thing written out yet. I don't know what they're really intending for him.
But then we're back to them shoving him down our throats again. And that's what made people hate him in the first place. People liked Roman Reigns, and then they crammed him down our necks, and we got sick of it.
You think they care? They being the writers?
Yeah, that's why when you say, Jerry, you're making good points, and that's a logical explanation. And I'm like, well, that means I'm going to lose because the writers aren't thinking that way at all.
All right, so let's recap here. I guess it felt like a short episode. I don't know if it was or not.
Yeah, it's quick.
But and this is our last guaranteed one. We may decide to go rogue and give you a live one on right after End of the Line.
Chances are, if End of the Line is really great or really terrible, we'll probably end up doing something.
But either way, so let's recap here. So we've got this in writing and concisely. You think Cass and I think Rusev.
Yeah, so that's one disagreement.
We agree on Sami Zayn and Strowman. We both took Rollins. You took TJP and I took Rich Swann. We both took Sasha. And great, we disagree on the main event. I took Reigns and you took Owens.
Yeah, so that's good.
Okay, so we got 3 disagreements. So yeah, this could be a fun night of action for us personally. I know no one watching probably cares about the disagreements part, but we sure do. And
I hope that Gallagher ends up on the kickoff show. I hope that they work him in at some point.
Are we going to watch the kickoff show?
I want to now because they've got the Cass Rusev match.
Yeah, and you know what? Since we'll be together, it won't be as painstaking. We could at least put it on.
Yeah, we'll order some pizza and get some wings.
I love that. Yeah, I was about to say, let's do something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna eat a lot of food, and then the kids like the kickoff show because it's like the 1 hour they're allowed to watch.
Sure. We need to let Evan stay up.
Stay up till about 10, and then he's hitting the bricks.
Stay up till 11:30 at least.
Right. Okay.
If you don't, for my wish this year. I love
the hell
Evan.
with school.
Does he have school the next day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid. That's dumb. No, he can. End of the line. That means school. No.
But it's just kindergarten, so it's not even real school.
Yeah, Mr. Rob says this is not. This is kindergarten playtime stuff.
My daughter asked me, "Do we call him Mr. Rob or Mr. the Rob?" And I said, "Either's fine, honey."
Uncle the Rob, please.
Uncle the Rob.
Yes, that's what I would like. All right, man. Anything you want to throw in there before I come see you on Friday?
2 days. I cannot wait.
I can't wait either, man. Hey, thank you. And truly, this year of podcasts, thank you so much for being a part of this, man.
Thank you for having me. This has been great. I'm thankful for everybody. This has been good.
We will definitely be back in January. We may have an episode for you following End of the Line. For myself, the Rob, and my tag team partner, and my roommate soon, Mr. Jerry Valeri, thank you so much.